right. Okay. What do we got today? 303:23. We are in Homestead, Miami today. Should be good. Obviously, on the screen right here we have Dale Earnhardt's first Daytona 500 win in 1998. Historic win for him. Guy's been fighting his whole career to get it. You know, what happened to him later, but it's just nice that he finally did get a win in. What I'm gonna do is keep some background music playing, and I'm gonna see where the cup race is. See if it's just about time. I'm gonna be playing some Dead Pixels,
this one and this one, definitely this one, and they all have great
Roller Coaster
drivers,
Tycoon.
ones that win, like win a lot. Look at all these legends. The hottest drivers right now are
Roller Coaster Tycoon and maybe Muse Dash. I don't know if Muse Dash has copyright music. Let me look that up. Did something happen? Copyright music, Muse Dash, streamer mode. On the Discord server, users reported that some Muse Dash songs in the streamer mode have triggered copyright alerts. Ah, so there are still... Okay, so I got a list. As long as I got a list of songs that create... I don't even know if I'll play that. I guess it all depends how long this race drags out. If we have 10 restarts, then it might happen. All the music I have in the background normally is Elite Beat Agents music or Guitar Hero 1. Those are usually the two safe musics you can use. Yep. Doesn't look like anyone is in here, which I kind of figured was going to happen. Gives me some time to kind of work some kinks out. This is more of a test stream anyway. Test for something I want to do going forward. This is kind of an idea I've had for a little while. Have the NASCAR race on in the background, kind of be watching it, and listen to the announcers, kind of be like, oh, that's cool, give my thoughts on it, and like thoughts for content, going forward in the future. I have a bunch of ideas that I've always wanted to put together. I have a whole video that I wrote for a Dale Jarrett tribute video, kind of like what everyone's done, like kind of like the video Slap Shoes did for Alan Call Wiki, but just haven't gotten to the point of actually writing it, and haven't gotten to the point where I've actually started putting it together. Or I think I recorded a little bit, but yeah. My name is Shua. I sometimes make NASCAR content. I want to start doing more stuff again. So I made myself a little PNG avatar. I want to do some kind of like, wouldn't even call it like a VTuber stuff. More just content focused around NASCAR, focused around this type of stuff. So we got the cars. They're rolling off right now. You can see the starting lineup. This is airing right now on FS1. I'm not going to go through the whole lineup. It looks like Josh Berry and Alex Bowman are locked in on the front, which is that's kind of crazy, really. Josh Berry has done really well in this since leaving Stuart Haas. Now, I hate to be negative, but it almost seems like leaving Stuart Haas has helped almost every single one of the drivers. The only one that struggled is the one that's kind of with the best team at this point. And struggled is a strong word. It's so early in the season. To think he's going to be like incredible right out of the box is kind of ignorant, I think. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, let's see if I can get Dead Pixels up and running. And then I gotta rearrange the screen a little bit. We're gonna start with some dead pixels. Let's go ahead and shut up the EBA. Yeah, most of the time that's the music I'm going to use is Alleviate Agents and Guitar Hero, unless I actually write something specifically for these streams. Okay. So now that we have that going, we go ahead and open OBS and see if game capture is going to work. This game capture. Alright, let's move OBS over here and see if it'll work. No, it does not seem to be working. Why is it not working? Is it trying to fight itself? Is that why? Okay, 1 second. Just fighting some issues that I pretty much figured was going to have. That was kind of the whole idea behind this. Is try to work some of these issues out. Let's go ahead and pause and minimize Dale Earnhardt Sr. winning his big race. All those races would be cool to react to, but it's one of those things where reacting to the whole race I think is kind of silly. Let's see if it works doing that. Oh, there we go. No, I don't hear any music. Let's turn the music on for that. I'm actually going to turn some audio on for the race, just enough so I can hear it. It's probably low enough where you're probably not going to hear it. Little history behind this game. If you don't know, this is a game that came out on the Xbox 360 back when they had arcade games. This game is really, really fun. Positive game. It's I feel like it came out kind of before, or not before, but it came out during the zombie craze, and it was one of the first real fun games to play with a friend, couch co-op, side-scrolling shooter with some RPG elements, and it's a pretty fun game, and I'm going to show you how bad I am at video games. I'd like to be playing like NASCAR style games, but looking through all of my collection, I didn't have many good ones. So this is what we got right now. Hopefully I'm looking forward to the release of that new NASCAR game being made by the people who make iRacing. I think that's going to be great. Within the week, only 5% of the people can be considered alive. The army was sent in to clean up the city, but were forced to fall back. The city was put under quarantine until a solution could be found. A group of survivors on the other side of the city have a way out. It's time to leave the city. Quickest way to the survivors. But first, you will have to fight your way through the horde. Dead Pixels. I've never played Dead Pixels 2. I don't know if it's any good.
3 stages, of course. 80, 85.
All right, 14:05. I don't know if I can't remember if there's a time limit on this. All right. Oh, you know what? This will probably be easier with mouse. I was kind of worried. I only have to try. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Throw a grenade using left. Grenade left, move the cursor to the left and right stick. Okay, how do I melee? Oh, I need to know how to melee. To melee. Oh, no, I need that. To melee left, move the cursor to the left and use space. Ah, okay. I can't remember when the RPG mechanics start coming in. Yeah, this is a game that's really good with a couple of people. Like 2 or 3 guys playing this game. It's kind of fun. Okay, we have inventory. Use use currently equipped items by middle mouse or F. Sorry about the burp. Just kind of waiting for us to roll green. Inventory. Ah. I'm out 1. Does it show how much ammo I have? I have 40 ammo.
54 will be the Toyota Cam on board Ty Gibbs.
Okay. Oh, it does break it down. I have 1 med kit, 3 hand grenades. Okay. There's free stuff in this building, so you can go into these buildings and you can grab all the stuff. You only have so much inventory. Yeah, load. So that's your encumbrance. It was 2 cuddly toys. So the cuddly toys, we can take them and then, you know, mark it. And then you go in here. And this is where... Oh, here we go. We're green. And yeah, you can sell your items. Nope, I don't want to sell that. Those cuddly toys are both valuable. And I believe if you go from seller to seller, each one has their own kind of price for everything. All she's got is a chamber shotgun. No ammo. No ammo at all. Okay, that sucks. Well, oh no. Ooh, ooh, we got a bolt action. Let's see if she has ammo.
And that immediately jams everything
5.5. I'm gonna guess those are 5.56.
Especially in turns 1 and 2. You can do the same thing down in turn
yeah. I don't think I need to buy unequipped. Oh no, I should have looked at my money. Oh yeah, oh that's right. I forgot about the save system. Okay. I have 0 ammo for the chambers. Okay, can I go in here? I can. Toy. Bottle of water. Okay, let's... Is that enough for me? Yeah, that's gonna... I'm gonna screw myself over eventually doing that. And then buy some ammo.
Remember, this track has progressive banking. The top groove is the steepest. The bottom groove is the shortest, but the shallow It should all...
Yeah, it's just hard to tell exactly. Boom! Boom! Yeah, see, bolt action's a little better. You just don't get spread. Chamber shotgun is pretty good, but you get the spread. And it takes 3 shots to kill these regs. If it takes 3 shots to kill the regulars, that means later on it's going to be horrible for the other guys. Let's see. Just kind of taking a look at the field, seeing where everyone is. Elliott's about mid-pack. Kyle Busch is back in 19th. Got Bowman, Blaney, Barry, Gregson, Briscoe, Byron, Cindric, Wallace. Hey, Bubba Wallace is in 8th. Chris Buescher's in 9th, and Nemechek is in 10th. Well, don't worry. Nemechek... Oh, Allmendinger already passed him. I was going to say, I don't know if there's... Oh, I missed the take all button at the bottom. It's been a while since I played a game like this. I'm not the best at video games. I'll be the first to admit that. I enjoy video games, but I'm not great at them. Stick with the chambers. I just have more ammo for it. Rip Bill. Oh, they have a handgun for the chambers as well, which is weird because I think the chambers they said was what, 5.5? Unless it's a 5.5 millimeter, that might be what it is. But the rifle does pretty good damage.
On the takeoff at the start of this race, nobody's led more laps here than Kyle Larson. 626 of them in the Cup Series.
Leading laps, you might have a new leader here, getting into 1, Blaine to the inside.
And that's exactly what you want to do. In my opinion, the best way to finish this pass is
see if I can buy more ammo.
That quarter panel, in whatever the strong corner is of your car and make that pass. You didn't see Blaney finish that pass, and that's what
Couple boxes of shells.
is the frustrating part of what happens today.
I don't think I need that. Oh, nope, I have to say. I'm not used to mouse and keyboard either. I'm not very good at it, so my bad. It's gonna be bad. Oh, sorry, I was looking over it there. Stupid on my part. It's kind of funny. The zombies in front will kind of eat the shots for the zombies behind them. Who was that just kind of got into the back of Larson? Or he didn't really get into the back of him, he just kind of got him squirrely. Yeah.
That was a little close. Turn number 4, Blaney trying again, but on the high side,
I feel like most of the high class, the higher end teams, the teams with the most money, have some of the most boring cars in cars. I think, and that's not always true. I think Hendrick sometimes brings nice looking cars to the field. But like looking at, say, Ryan Blaney's car right now, that car looks almost indistinguishable from... I at first thought, looking over, that was Chase Elliott variant paint scheme. It looked like one of the older schemes he used in like 2002, I think. I gotta stop shooting every zombie I see. That's another thing about like these early levels. You can kite them, or whatever you call it. You can kind of just run around, juke them. You don't have to fight every zombie you see. Later levels, it becomes a problem because if you don't take out all these lower level ones as you go, you can kind of screw yourself over later. If you have a boss you have to fight. See this one? Yeah, we can just leave. We're fine. Oh, and it saves. Okay. I haven't played this game probably in 5-10 years. It's been a while. Looks like the pastor's selling guns. Someone in the pastor's church. Oh, that does not look like the pastor, but you never know. It could be. Sell it all. Stay small, sell it all. Do I want that pistol? Am I going to use that pistol?
I certainly thought this was...
Oh, you know what? Can I not sell ammo?
It's simple to save with my Hannaford rewards.
Oh, okay. You can't sell ammo. That's weird. I'm looking for rabbits. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the wanteds. Oh, and here we go. These are kind of your, like I was talking about. You get like max health, run speed, weapon skill, melee skill, strength, bargaining skill, luck. You can upgrade all of your skills to a certain extent. And what's cool is later on you have other campaigns, I guess you could call them, that you can play. I gotta figure out how to use my medkit. One sec. You have other... There's no controls. Oh no. How do you use your medkit?
Huge madness. If a deal could dunk, these fresh burgers would be on every highlight reel.
How to
But
heal.
deals can't dunk. Or can they? For the freshest deals around, gotta be Wendy's.
Ryan Blaney leads the Straight Talk Wireless 400.
Ryan Blaney in the lead already. Oh wow, yeah, they do run close to that wall. Oh, that's just... Is that just Briscoe? I probably said his name earlier and didn't even realize they had said it. He's doing pretty good today. I know it's only lap 15, but still.
Keep driving forward. 14 complete. Blaney with a 1-second lead over Barry, Bowman, and Briscoe. And here's the 5 again.
Oh my gosh.
Encounter with the outside wall.
Yeah, I don't think Kyle Larson's winning today, guys.
He's working on...
That's too bad.
How thick that right rear quarter panel is, but he's put that thing to use this weekend, rubbing it up against the wall.
Second place, Bowman coming back after.
Click the mouse wheel down. It's the middle left click and the right click.
Well, we saw this a lot in the truck race. on Friday night.
Okay,
We'd
I'm
see
gonna waste a
guys
med
get
kit.
passed, and then they
Yep,
move
that's how you
around
do
and
it.
score.
Oh, the spitter! The spitter! Ah!
Thought that they were gonna
Your best bet is
drop
actually to
away
move
from
side to side.
the car
I
truck
gotta.
that they were racing with.
I guess
The
now's
other
the
guy
time to
figures
start
it out and
figuring
makes
out
it happen and gets back by the guy that was passing.
figuring out if I can strafe and shoot.
Toyota Chase Briscoe in 4th place. Noah Gregson
No,
having tough.
it doesn't seem like I can.
Doing a good job keeping it up there, keeping it out of the fence, keeping it at clean air.
Gregson.
Yeah, Gregson, we talked to him in the pre-race, and I always felt like he did a really good job on these types of racetracks.
I'm looking forward to seeing how good Gregson gets going forward.
His story about coming down here for the Xfinity test.
I mean, I get he's been in Cup for a while, so it's not like you can say like, ah, he's a new kid anymore. I mean, he's been in Cup now for 4 years. It's more just the equipment he's been in has been kind of mid up until now, and even now he's in like a lower tier team. But it seems like they put a lot of time into R&D. And Michael McDowell had so many almost wins in those cars. I'm gonna kind of try not take all 8 cans of mystery meat. I'm gonna try sell all this. Sell one of these. Alright, let's just keep. Oh, that's equipped. I can't sell it. Stupid. Adrenaline. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, there's so much to remember in this game.
Yeah, Mike, we saw this in practice yesterday, and as Kevin said, the sun's out. This track has less today, I think, than yesterday. Almost 20 laps, second and a half, second 3 quarters, closing in on 2 seconds of fall off. Now remember, the fuel window is around 65 laps. They should split this 80-lap stage in half, but I think it'll come early.
So we're gonna get green flag pit stops. Hopefully, I'm hoping that this is one of those that stays more green than it does yellow. So you can step in the yellow, you just cannot get hit by the little stick ball.
Yeah, and you still see all those lane choices. We expect everybody to migrate up against the wall.
I might not actually beat this game.
That's great, but you
It can get pretty difficult in the later runs. Get some zombies that are pretty tanky, and if you're not good with your fingers, I'm not great when it comes to actually avoiding. It's interesting that they made the ammo too.
This is kind of
Fight him.
up against the wall, and then you have one seam down.
Actually,
talk about the seams. There's 2
juke
seams on the
them.
racetrack, 3 grooves.
Juke them.
Briscoe is
See a slide job coming, maybe.
using that right
I
side.
forget what the other word means, so I'm not going to use it because I don't remember what it means, and I
Finish that pass,
don't know
and
if that's
what you
good.
have to do. You have to make
Come
those
on.
passes quick. You can't
I'm in.
get hung beside a guy
I kept going.
because it's
I kept going back and
wasted
forth. It was my
time,
my
and I know it
fingers.
sounds easy, but it's not something that's very easy to do.
You think we're
Cuddly toy, lighter junk food, all good stuff. Alive! Oh, there's a trader in here. What's up? I'll sell you all my garbage. How much are your upgrades? 860. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and save, and I'm going to start saving up for thingamajigs. Oh, jeez.
Average finish on this track in this generation of car.
It ain't just this track. It was really good last year.
Please don't let Christopher Bell win another one, guys. Please. Please. I'm all for dominant NASCAR seasons, but seriously, it's too soon to have the Christopher Bell season. Let some other guys get some wins, and then we'll go from there. Okay? Oh my God, there's so many. But we haven't had a boss yet, so I think we're good for now. Ooh, we're getting, oh no, yeah, we're getting into trouble.
And Chase Briscoe.
Yeah, these guys, these Chads, they take more hits and they're faster.
The attention. Every Ford driver to feel this.
But yeah, just a kind of a new thought I had playing around with streaming. I've never tried it before. It seems like I watch a lot of streamers throughout the week. They always seem like, I don't know. It seems like it can both be simple content, but also thoughtful content. And for me, like I said, I like the idea of content creation, but a lot of times put too much effort in and burn myself out. Whereas streaming, you know, you stream once or twice a week, and it's like, okay, I'm just going to sit here, we're going to watch some content, we're going to conversate about it, and then, you know, maybe that'll motivate me more to actually make stuff.
And your beer.
Like my Dale Jarrett video. I've been waiting to make that for... Jesus, I started like 2 years ago. It was around the time after I was done the Beach Ridge video.
We turned Boost Mobile into
I feel like back then I was still watching a lot of NASCAR content on YouTube. Unfortunately, a lot of it I had that feeling back then, and I've made the comment before that I feel like a lot of your current NASCAR commentators, at least know what that is.
No. Are you quitting?
Like if the media comes out and says, "Oh, this person did this thing, we think it's dumb," then everyone online, I feel like, comes out and says, "Oh, that was dumb," and no one has like their own opinion on it. No one is like, "Oh, yeah, no, I think that that's okay in this context," and yeah. It seems like every single time something happens now in the world of NASCAR, everyone is so quick to jump on and bandwagon instead of saying, instead of taking a step back and saying, no, you know what? I think that's fine. I think what he did was okay, and you know, sometimes that's what happens in racing.
The unlimited streaming.
Let's try a little bit faster runnings.
And with straight spring for something you never knew you needed. Spring forward with real unlimited data and get a free 5G phone with select plans on America's most reliable 5G network.
How much cash did I have? 438. Let's see if he's got any ammo.
Enjoying the South Florida sunshine as Ryan Blaney leads this race by 4.5 seconds. Blaney finished second here.
Yeah, the good thing about Blaney too is, you know, he might do well in the beginning, but his pit crew has the possibility of screwing him over later. That right now seems to be a big problem for everyone, is your pit crew can screw you over so quickly. Old man? I know that happens. It happens all the time. It's been happening a lot to like Trackhouse and 2311 drivers for a while. Daniel Suarez had a slew of those 2 years ago, where, you know, he was doing really well, he was competitive, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, where'd Daniel go? It's like, oh, his tire changer didn't get the real one, and he had to come back. It's like, oh. Oh, Ty Gibbs, they talking him up again?
Really struggling in traffic. We're not seeing a whole lot of big moves from cars that we thought.
Where is Ty?
I think, you know, as we
Ty Gibbs is back in 17th, so it's not like he's out of competition. I just got really lucky. I looked over at the screen for a good 10 seconds, and I looked back and those zombies were on me, but they couldn't like really attack me. That was good.
Logano is in, William Byron is in.
Joey Logano, William Byron, a couple other guys come to pit road. This is, what lap are we on? 32nd lap? I guess, yeah, you gotta split the stage. I guess the tires last a little longer. No. Oh, I'm out of stems.
slide out of his pit
I'm just
box
gonna
right
call
there
them
in front of his
stim packs.
teammate.
Not stim
Had to
packs.
take
Oh,
evasive action.
that ammo too.
Briscoe is in along with Bell, two of the Gibbs cars.
Tyler Reddick comes in. Christopher Bell. Everyone's coming in. This must have been scheduled. This must be where everyone pretty much pegged the first pit stop to be. It just seems, it just feels really early. Oh, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. I'm gonna die. Run speed, run speed. Cheese it, cheese it. Cheese it. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I survived that. Okay, into the mall. I need a seller and I need him fast. Oh, jeez.
And this is where you don't want to have those speeding tires to fall off. We've just seen an amazing amount of mistakes on and off the pit road. So this is a tough place to get on the pit road with the way that apron is so flat compared to the way Josh Berry comes into pit.
Keep an eye on the blend.
If we complete this, this will be the first complete
I just need one store.
of the season. And we're already at race 6.
Oh, we got Karen. Oh, we got Karen. One hit, I'm dead. One hit, I'm dead. Oh no, football player. Oh no. Oh no. Come on, come on. No.
And on the flip side, some of these guys are going to run a little bit.
No, I'm freaking covered. I'm stupid. This was the worst move I've made in my life. Oh, Jesus. No. This is what I mean. Oh, shoot. The question is, do I try from the beginning again, or do I try a different mode?
14 drivers still on the racetrack have not made their pit stop. Led by Zane Smith,
The last stand.
Chase Elliott, and Ty Gibbs.
I can't remember if this is like a horde mode. The solution. I know that this is like a really hard version.
Jones completes the
This
stop.
is like a really hard version of the game.
That makes it the first 13. Blaney is the first car on track that has stopped.
We'll probably stop playing this around stage 2.
With Zane Smith the leader.
Mainly because I don't really... I like this game, but I don't like it that much.
Has not yet led today, but has the leader in sight.
Well, this is usually when he starts making
Copyright
his money
mattress
here
stream was
at
interrupted.
Homestead. As the tires are worn off, you get late in the run, he's able to run that high line. And
I'd say Zane Smith.
Streams are interrupted when copyrighted content is detected. Any copyright material is no longer being streamed. Streams.
Larson going to be your leader.
Yeah, I mean, it almost makes him look
Rip.
like he's in a different zip code. Kyle Larson is right up against the fence.
I don't know how much
Huh.
time you
I wonder if it's the NASCAR. I thought I had put the volume down low enough that no one could hear it. I wonder if it was Dead Pixels. Might have been Dead Pixels.
In the 11 in 6th place. He's notorious for splitting it right down the middle and try to get advantage of the second set of tires.
So Kyle
The
Larson,
solution.
35.05 his last lap. Blaney 30.
Oh yeah, see, you get to choose who you want to be.
So Larson still is making good pace. His car has not fallen off as much as some of the other drivers up front.
Well, here's the other issue. You
Mel
see
Brooks?
Ryan Blaney having to go around these lap cars in his preferred grooves, most likely, and you have to put your car in other spots. So a lot of times you can't run and maximize the lap time that you
Alright, we're
need
gonna
to
play
maximize
C. Smith.
on these tires. And Kyle Larson has clean racetrack right now.
Blah
so
blah
he's
blah blah
able
blah
to
blah blah.
run
But
some
yeah,
decent
so
lap
you
times
basically
on
you
all
start off
tires.
with a pre-created character, or a created character.
So
So the game is harder, but the game is harder. But at the end of the day, why am I not hitting? There we go. It's harder, but you get more. You have more ability in the beginning, and you start off with a loadout basically. Yeah, now I'm just curious what was copywritten, like what happened that was copywritten. Just kind of curious. I doubt it was Elite Beat Agents, but maybe it was. I'm gonna guess. You know, it could have been Dale. Could have been me watching Dale Earnhardt be the best of the best. Oh, I'm low on ammo.
Lead a couple of laps. Denny Hamlin is in.
Here he comes. He's on the bottom of the racetrack. Spot on, Larry, just like you said.
Oops, didn't mean to do that.
So Larson led 4 laps and comes to pit road.
How do I swap my... How do I swap? I don't know how to swap. I want Shane to do well, but man, he is not. He's another one of those where they should have just left him down in Xfinity for another season. He probably would have done so much better. Just leave him down in Xfinity for one more season. Get him to the point where he's winning at oval races, and then bring him up. Now they're so quick to throw people into cup cars, and they don't even really give people time to learn the sport before they just throw them into the highest speed, hardest to control car in our series. Come on. And he seemed like he was having fun still down in Xfinity, where he just doesn't seem like he's having fun where he's at. No. I could be wrong. Could be completely off the mark. So I can't sell anything.
Liberty Mutual is all she talks about since we saved hundreds by bundling our home and auto insurance.
Hey kid, it's pronounced Bibberty. Liberty. Bibberty. Bibberty. She's talking very mature.
Hey, that's enough, you two.
Hey, I'm not the one acting like a total baby.
Whoa.
Just two.
He called her a baby. Isn't that funny? It was a baby. Sorry, I shouldn't have the commercials on at all.
There's a time and a place for fillet of fish. The morning isn't one of them.
It's a beginning. Get 1,968 kills? What? It must be total over my whole playtime. There's no way. There's no way I got that many kills in this playthrough, because I think I barely hit 100 in the last segment.
I'm Howie Mandel, the newest ambassador of Skechers.
What's up, Howie?
Story how I became an ambassador.
Yeah, it's that's funny.
I was an ambassador. Do I get a discount? The owner called me and said, "Would you like to be
Yeah,
an
I'm curious.
ambassador for Skechers?"
Due to a
And I
copyright
said,
match,
yes.
the stream was
Try
interrupted.
Skechers slip
I'm gonna
ins.
pop on real quick and see if it gives like gives onto why it's what was copywritten.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
It's weird. That's weird. Weird. There it is.
You could get no cost maintenance.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Let's go places.
Boom.
Donate plasma today and receive up to $700 your first month. It would be amazing.
We could not run our business without having the internet.
We're able to instantly get perspective wherever we don't lose a sale to somebody else just based off the connection.
I guess this mode kind of incentivizes killing zombies a little bit more, because you need money. The only way you're really getting money is through killing zombies, because you're not getting it through looting stuff. The only stuff you're getting through looting is like stuff you can actually use. Oh sweet, you can one shot, one kill him.
And they were all just right.
Like right now. Take that and don't take anything else. Boom. It probably was either a commercial, now that I think of it. It was probably either a commercial, it was that, or a or it was either a commercial, or it was the race itself, or it was man, my brain is completely gone mushed at this point already. That's not a good sign. Or it was the Dale Earnhardt race, because it probably auto detected that And it's like, oh, seeing that, that's copywritten. We know that that belongs to NASCAR. Which technically it still does, even though it's from 98.
Jamie?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, let's get out of here. No reason to screw with that.
Continuing to chase Ryan Blaney right now. A good start for them. Crew Chief Blake Harris was very concerned about the start of the race.
Oops, did not mean to take all. Oh, ink ribbon is safe. Oh, okay. I thought it was like a firework from Left 4 Dead, but I was wrong. Oh, jeez. Oh, you know what? I didn't actually use the firework. That's why it did that. There we go. There you go. It is like a firework from Left 4 Dead. It's distraction.
I'm really interested to see if it goes green to the end of this stage, Kevin. Some of these guys have elected to stay out in round one last, the 5-car. Ty Gibbs as well as 54. Those guys are way back up through.
So who hasn't pitted at this point? Is it the leaders that still haven't pitted?
The cars were already really ill handling to what they're going to do into the length of this run. It's probably going to be another step or two worse, and that's really where the guys who waited.
That's what it looks like right now. It looks like we've got leader cars have not pitted. So Blaney, Bowman, Byron. Oh no, Byron's pitted. So it looks, unless they pitted. No, because I thought they just said Ty Gibbs and Kyle Larson hadn't pitted. I might have just not been listening well enough, which is a possibility. Oh jeez, the Butchers. Oh no.
Well, he was able to get by leader Ryan Blaney and put himself back on the
Get away from me! Oh no! Oh no!
That's the difference in those new tires compared to
Try not to over encumber me. Alright. Shotgun ammo, so bad. So yeah, the whole storyline, I don't know. If you read the beginning before we get in, the whole storyline is basically that everyone else in the city has gone, so that's why there's no more stores, and we are on a secret mission to get to some military base, do something. I don't remember. Oh, out of ammo. Okay.
And that's what happens at this race.
So you have 3 U.S. Army radios, so you can call in for equipment. And then you have ink ribbons.
But Bubba Wallace was not happy with Austin Cindric right there.
55 laps complete. Ryan Blaney has been out front for 39 of them. Last year when he finished second.
Okay, I'll buy some shells. It's a big box of shells. I don't think they normally come in 12s. A lot of time they come in boxes of 5. The Burton carbine. Okay. I'm pretty sure we've picked up some of that stuff. So how much money do I have left? I gotta buy a couple boxes.
Can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic
Discard
reactions,
that.
GI tears, death, heart attack. and
Discard,
stroke.
discard.
CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, are pregnant or planning. Don't take infection.
Did I not get the carbine? I thought I bought it. Oh my gosh.
Think I have what it takes to be part of a NASCAR pit crew? you? Yeah, I mean, we keep Xfinity Internet fast and reliable at home and on the go. It's kind of like keeping cars fast and reliable on the track.
You thought that add coolant meant driving with your son?
I'll have to watch that back later because I don't understand what I just did. Oh no!
I shouldn't be in the pit crew.
Maybe just stick to what you're good at.
Xfinity is a super fast connection to NASCAR.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened.
Okay, Noah's gonna make a
I
fire.
thought I bought a bunch of stuff and then come to find out I don't have any of it in my inventory that I thought I had.
You just started.
Yeah, I thought I bought a carbine.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home.
Oh, I bought a bunch of ammo, but I didn't buy the carbine.
Back to Papa John's. I'm hand stuffing this mozzarella to make our epic stuffed crust pizza. Epic. Hey, we're making you an epic stuffed crust pizza.
It's like, hey, you dropped some of these Chambers bolt actions. You want some of them back?
Papa John's.
Step into a world of thoughtful consideration. On select models at the Invitation to Lexus sales event.
I didn't even mean to do that.
NASCAR fans, you are in the driver's seat. What are you waiting for? Sign up for the free NASCAR fan rewards loyalty.
Take a box of shells. What does that do? They do roughly the same damage. At some point I'd like to do what that I guess is what I would call it. Actually, let's take those grenades too.
One thing different about Homestead is the wall. There, literally, it's tall, it's wide, it affects you going over the wall a little less.
And they're pushing Noah hard on the people this weekend.
Setting tires out, catching tires, things like that. I don't think we need repairs today. I think we need a nice smooth and Noah and our car will be in the hunt. Keep controlling the things we can control. It'll be a good day. It takes 1 week to turn this thing around. This has some
for delivering, holding on to fourth place here. 14 seconds back. There is a look at the number.
Ooh. Stuff. Plus stuff. What did I get? Oh! Oh, you don't get it immediately. You get it next level. Oh, okay. I'm stupid. This whole time I was crying that I didn't get the stuff I wanted when I just needed to keep moving, and eventually I would get it. I'm like, man, I'm broke. I'm gonna die. I probably should save once.
That car can have a top 10 easy. This is what you look for right there. When you have that, you wait that full cycle out. Is keeping that pass easy, and you're hoping to make those passes easier at the end of the run and capitalizing on that time that you tired. At the end of this run, some of these cars are just going to absolutely tank, Clint.
This one's going to be a little again, running in the line that he needs to be in. And you know Reddick is not coming off of that line.
Nothing good. Nothing good in here. I'm excited for some roller coaster tycoon.
Reddick knows he doesn't want him. He wants to keep him inside.
Look at that. Juking him.
9-lap difference in the race. Reddick pitched much earlier.
I'm very surprised. I shouldn't even say it. Oh, my dad's not leaving me alone. I am so surprised. Kind of always figure it'll be right there, ready to rumble. It's usually, she's usually sitting right on my arm. At some point I want to have like a model for her, because it's going to happen. I was streaming, she'll just be laying on my arm like a baby. If you've never seen the series Cat Ghost, it's a horror series on YouTube. It's great. It's one of the greatest series, especially for a horror series. It's pretty good.
watching that Xfinity race yesterday, that line ran off the floor.
That's what my cats are named after, all three of them. Elon was the older witch, Nara was the younger witch, and then Malone was the, I guess technically she was a witch too, but she was more of like a keeper over the realm, I guess, is the way I looked at it. Ooh, ooh, oh! Not good. Very not good. Yeah, at one point, like, watching a lot of the YouTube content over the last couple of years, I started to realize that some of the biggest content creators on YouTube that, like, do it every day, they really are scared to make statements against certain drivers. Like, yeah, this guy is ridiculous. And then other guys, they're like, oh, it's fine. Like the Daytona 500 last year. I feel like everyone was really shy. I feel like what Alex Bowman and William Byron did, just, it's like, you get that it's a hard track to not wreck someone, but when something like that happens, you need to be quicker to say, yeah, that's some BS. Because anyone who complains about Dale Earnhardt the way he used to drive and is fine with the way some of these young kids just plow through other people, it's like, you should do it. It's not okay. And here's where I'm like, here's where my I can understand a good race and a good ending and a good race are two different things. I think, like, I can't remember the race where it was, but that race last year where Austin Dillon took out Denny Hamlin and Joey Logano to win that race. It was an incredible finish. I love that finish. I'm glad they let him keep the win because of how ridiculous that kind of stuff was last season. You know, it wasn't just Austin Dillon who did that stuff. Denny Hamlin did it. Other people did it. It was not just Austin Dillon. That win, oh my gosh, it was incredible. I remember I watched it on the couch and I'm like, can we not have any more restarts, please? And then that happened and I went, oh my god, that was incredible. It was awesome. And here's the funny part, I didn't even like it. I didn't think it was a great race. But that ending, man, was awesome. It made me laugh. I'm like, oh, because either of those guys would have done that. Oh, Christopher Bell spun! I missed that! Steve Bell goes spinning. This that's the thing with Christopher Bell. He's a good driver, and I understand why Joe Gibbs picked him for that car. It's just so weird to think that is the same exact car. No, obviously, I understand that a lot of things have changed since Tony Stewart's day, but you have to remember that numbers still mean a lot. You know, I think about the 7, and it's like, okay, yeah, that's in my head. That's Alan Bullock's number. The D8, that's Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s number. It's number 3. That's yeah, I like NASCAR. I didn't even know who the number 3 was. That's Dale Earnhardt. You know, certain numbers. Like, I know Michael Walker drove a lot of cars in his career, but I still sometimes, when I think about the 15 car, I think about that Napa number 3. DEI. DEI, hot take. I think they had some of the best paint jobs NASCAR's ever seen. I think the DEI cars were some of the nicest looking cars ever made. The 15, the 1, that Pennzoil 1 is one of my favorite paint schemes ever. I'm waiting for Ross to throw back that one. Because I think Ross's car would look nice made up like that. Oh, jeez. I want all the med kits. Oh no! Oh no, my god. Oh no, I'm out of ammo on all my guns. Oh no, I got ammo there. I have to get to a saving place to use the radio. I think I missed my first ship. I don't think I ever found it. Oh, they're all still here. That's fine. Should be able to just use the radio. One sec, I'm gonna take a drink. I think Joey Logano just came across the nose of Josh Berry coming out of the pits. I don't know if I don't think he damaged him, but he definitely came across the nose of him. So Ryan Blaney wins the race up pit road, and we're gonna be going back green flag racing. Alright, let's see, what do we got for new weapons? The minigun, the Uzi, the crossbow. How much money do I have? 6 grand still?
Silverado Trail-Offs and Chevrolet.
Let's buy one of those. Let's see. What's the best of the blues? Anything better down here? The elephant rifle? I'm gonna buy that. Okay, we're gonna buy all those. Oh, and then we're definitely going to need... buy a couple of these. Confirm the order. Alright. So now we just gotta find the order. So let's use one of those paper ribbons. I keep running past it accidentally. I don't want to use up too much of this. Yeah, I panicked when that zombie cornered me on the street. He really and that's why I have so much damage right now. Oh, not good. That was one of those guys right there. Oh my god. Nothing cool here. Take some Granados. Yeah, I'd like at some point to get like a real model, like upgrade to like a real model better than what I've got. For right now, I think this is good. I think I'm going to work on maybe getting, I think I'm going to change the mouth a little bit on this. In the mouth, at least from far away, just looks kind of basic. And I don't know what happened with the transparency. I was playing around with that. Go clear. So I have to play around with that. Maybe commission someone to make a real one. I think would be... Definitely at some point, if I choose to do it long term, I would commission someone to do it. I have a friend as an artist, and he's pretty good. I could see him drawing me up something. Maybe. And I was thinking kind of doing something maybe a little bit more comic book inspired. I'm not a big comic book fan, and my thought process behind that is NASCAR right now is in this whole comic book boxes. Where all of the driver pictures. I'm not saying it looks good, I'm just saying that is what they're doing. It's really kind of funny to have an avatar that matches kind of the figures they're putting down. that green flag or race it. Why is every house have a house alarm? Oh, I need those shells. Take you. There's one that discount. Yeah, we haven't had the flaming mutant yet. That's the one that set off the alarm. There's nothing in this that I want. Seems like we got some other fast cars close to the front. They're all, looks like most of Hendrick's up front. Who's missing? Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott's the only one missing. Kyle Larson just ran Briscoe out of the... I'd have to see a replay on that. I wouldn't want to say that that was Larson getting into Briscoe as much as it was just... I think Briscoe washed up the track. But it definitely... I don't know. Briscoe seems like he's a lot faster. Oh! It looks like Briscoe might have passed Ty. Okay. I thought Larson washed up into Briscoe. Was using him up a little bit. But I think it was actually the opposite. I think it was Briscoe passing him. I'd have to watch a replay on that. I want to discard all these weapons that I'm not going to use anymore. Yeah, my next big order is going to be all ammo. Or our encumbrance. Oh, we got plenty of weight. We got plenty of weight to play around with. Let's use up that small med kit. Okay. I have no grenades. What? Is that the quad barrel? How do I still have a... What? Was I hold? I must have been holding one at the time. Yeah, discard that crap. There we go. Alright, Blaney wins stage 1. Congratulations to Ryan Blaney. Let's see how he, let's see if he makes anything of that. Unfortunately, winning stage 1 only does you so much good because you know what's going to happen. So what's probably going to happen now, since they split the stage, some of the people are going to pit right now to begin stage 2, and you're going to have a couple people stay out. So you're going to have anyone who pits, who most of the leaders are probably going to pit just because it makes the most sense, puts them on the same strategy as everyone else who's around the same speed. Anyone who pits is now going to be a little bit later in the field, and so something's going to happen and it's going to take out most of your good drivers. It's just always what seems to happen. I could be wrong. I'm hoping, since it's Miami, it probably won't stack up that bad, but you never know. It's hard knowing in the Cup Series right now. Let's discard that. I think it's going to be Denny's day. I think Denny's going to win this one. Got his new sponsor. Yeah, he hasn't been dominant yet, but Denny usually doesn't make his way to the front until later in the race when he's going to win. I don't know, that's not true. There have been days where he leads a lot of the race and wins. But a lot of times when he's destined to win a race, he'll be up front for most of it. Oh my gosh. At least the quad barrel shotgun's accurate. You know, if you're shooting 4 barrels, you should be shooting 4 shells or 4. Yeah, 4 shells. I didn't watch the Super Bowl very closely. I didn't care about either team really, but I never saw that Ross Chastain. Never saw that Ross Chastain ad. Never saw it. I was hoping. I kind of was like, oh, it's like the old days back when you had like yellow it was a lot different back then. NASCAR was just a different sport. It really was. Well, I think about I'm a tradesman, so I work in the trades, and other than Rheem, I can't think of too many. Rheem and Siemens, which Siemens is a huge company. They don't just do HVAC, but they do control work. It's one of the only names you see on the cars, and I'm going to guess you probably see it on the cars because they must control some of the telemetry in the cars. All right, how close are we? 2 streets away. Okay, so I'm right there. Did I say Hunnigan? It is Hunnigan Street. That's funny as hell. All right, we're gonna need as much ammo as we can get.
You got the bowling covered.
Do that many. And shells.
All right, Larry Mack, you just got tires. What, 7?
We're talking about pit strategy now. Who's coming down? I think if you are in the lead, if you're within the top 5, I think you come down and you get tires right now. I think if you are past if you're lower than 20th, then I would think about staying out, but only if I had cut the stage in half. Like really, if I had cut the stage in half really late.
That had not yet won in the first 5 races, and when they eventually got
Richard Childress, Joe Gibbs, Junior Johnson, Bud. Wait, what? Oh.
When will they score? You see, Joe Gibbs.
Penske hasn't won yet. Wow, that's actually you're right. Penske hasn't won yet. That's kind of crazy, actually, to think about.
They haven't won the race yet, but they keep winning the war at the end.
That's the thing with Penske. As much as I'm not a fan of the team, you can't down them for trying. They are one of those. They try their hardest teams. They have a lot of really good. They have a lot of really good people working on these things too. They're such a good team, really. They're just aggressive, and they're really. It seems like Penske's really big on research and development. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! We have multiple. No! Oh no! I didn't save. Oh no! Joey Logano did it again! He took out Josh Berry. He completely took Josh Berry out on pit road. What in the world?
It looked like the door of the 5 car.
What in the world? What just happened?
Yeah, they all got jammed up coming out of the pit.
Josh Berry and Joey Logano got into it again. That was the 2nd time today. Who does that fall under? Replay that, please. Josh Berry leaves his pit. Josh Berry gets squeezed. Joey Logano squeezed Josh Berry coming out of the pits. I don't know who that falls under. I don't know whose fault that is. I'm gonna guess it's probably their spotter.
They are in their pit box. They may not be the right way, but they are in the pit box. A legal stop.
Logano was 10th. Berry was 8th. Coming
Oh, it hasn't even stopped yet. What? Wait, what?
Yeah, you see that hood up on the 22 car right there. That's not what you want to see.
Well, they'll get turned around. As Todd Gilliland leaves his pit in the conventional direction.
In the conventional direction. Oh my gosh. Do I want to continue? How far? I was streets 2 target. I was 3 streets away.
Ace's new Yard RX program prescribes the best lawn care. specific to your yard's needs. Less weeds and fewer bugs. Now you can get a personal prescription delivered to you from the helpful folks at Ace. You'll get everything you need at our best price each season, guaranteed. From our store to your front door. With service so good, it's guaranteed.
Okay, so I think I had a crate to pick up on this one. I think this one you might actually have to go there and back.
Things until you're ready. Then we deliver to your new
Oh, I'm dead.
Your first delivery and storage team.
Factory clean. 100% of deposits. Restore your restore and protect. Another first.
Okay, shoo! That was scary. I'm very scared right now.
Baseball night in America is back. Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox.
Baseball. It's funny, I used to be really into baseball.
Save with my Hannaford rewards. I don't think they
What changed? No idea. I have no idea what changed. I just, one day I stopped watching, like 2007, I think it was 2007 or 2008. I was like so into baseball. Like, young boy. Like, that was the sport I wanted to play all the time. I always wanted to be playing baseball. Baseball's great. Baseball's awesome.
One way to tell people about Boost Mobile's new 5G.
And then, you know, one day my love of baseball just kind of... It's not my love of baseball. I still love the sport, but it's more... I have no interest in playing it. God. I have no interest in playing it anymore. It's not like I'm... No. I don't know. I guess it's the wrong thing to say. I fell out of love with it, but it's more... I'm not as much like, oh yeah, I love baseball. I wish I could play baseball all the time. Yeah, it's that young boy love of something. Pit Road Madness. It's been bad the last 2 weeks. And the question is, how do you fix it? Do you have NASCAR crap on it? I feel like it's a self-righting issue. No, it isn't, because you come into your pit box and you spin something, you might damage the front of your car, but if they're spun out, they gotta get themselves all turned around. So it honestly, it should fall more on... NASCAR should be penalizing these people.
Miami, one of the narrowest pit roads, and you see the consequences here.
Yeah, and it feels narrow.
But why are you allowed to stack them up 4 wide on pit road? So Kyle Larson got some damage, Josh Berry got some damage, looks like Joey probably got some damage. Man, he spun him too. It was one of those, like, sometimes they just touch, and it's like, whoa. But, man, he completely spun him out. But what do? Do you penalize Joey Logano? Was it Joey Logano's fault, or was it his spotter's fault? Was it Josh Berry's fault, or was it his spotter's fault? You know, there's a lot of minutia there that you need to sift through in order to figure out who you even penalize. Whether you just penalize the first guy you see, or do you, I feel there's decision making that has to go into that.
If other drivers had done it, no cars versus everybody.
I want to go back and loot this house.
It's not going to be great, Clint.
There's nothing here.
Not great. Remember Josh Berry with a pit road issue to finish in the top 5 the last 2 races, including his
Ross is above the top 10. I don't know exactly. I'm bad at counting. It's like a breaker panel. I gotta. So he's row 11. So no, he's row 8. So he must be in 15th place, I'd say.
We're back to green.
It's like looking at a breaker panel. It's like 2, 4. I gotta count. Never gonna bust my gut with the breaker panel. I forget where I was and what I was working on, but every once in a while you'll like flip the run breaker. You'll be like in there looking for a tripped breaker or trying to figure out where power goes for something. And then every once in a while you'll accidentally wiggle the wrong breaker and it snaps and you're like, oh, you snap it back real quick and then you go, I didn't do that, did I do that? It's like, oops.
Here we go. Look out. Reddick coming in hot. Excuse me, Bubba Wallace.
Yeah, the Reddick.
Everyone's got the same paint scheme. I can't blame anyone for being like, oh, no, it wasn't that guy. I'm just trying to get my mileage out of this game. Before I switch over to the other one. You get it? Mileage?
As it sorts out here.
Yeah, I remember playing this game a lot. One of those summer breaks. It's probably the second year I had my 360. I'd say. Maybe it was the first year. I had so many of those arcade games. There he is. There he goes. I ordered some stuff, right? I'm waiting for my... Oh, let's do this. Alright. Lot of radios. Hey man, look at us rocking out. We're on the radio. I was never into System of a Down really heavy. But I had a friend in high school who was into System of a Down. And I remember him playing that whole... I can't remember if it was a band practice or what it was. I can't remember. I don't think that's Steal This Album. I think it's... I don't know the lineage that well of System to be like, oh, it was this album. It's, you know, we would listen to like Sugar and that song. We learned a little bit of... oh shoot, what's the name of that song? I can't think of the name of the song. Oh no, I'm out of everything? I'm dead. I need my box of goodies. Nope, 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 nope. I don't like the baby coughing. Well done!
The triggering system has now been activated. All employees should evacuate the facility.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh my god. Oh, the zombies are so much creepier now.
The triggering system has now been activated. All employees...
Alright, well, that's Dead Pixels! Yay! There's a Dead Pixels 2. I've never played it. Yeah, maybe at some point we'll play it or something. Maybe we'll play some more of this. And this is a fun game. It's a cool concept of a game. Pretty well executed. Difficult. Good to play with a crew. You got like 2 or 3 people that you want to play games with. This is a classic. Ooh, Carson. Carson's scaring me. Alright. Alright, I think we're going to
35 of 37 cars
work on
the lead lap, including Christopher Blaney's Penske.
I'm going to work on finding something to have going in the background here for a minute. That's not going to get more copyright strikes, and I'm going to take a little break. Alright, here we go. Here's a little bit of a beach ridge action for you. Let's go ahead and do that. Look at that. And I'll be right back. It's crazy seeing old stuff like this. 1987. Way before my time. I drove past today and I think about it all the time. It's like, yeah, right now, 20 years ago, they right now probably still would be plowing out snow. But at the same time, it's like they'd be getting ready for the season. You'd have a bunch of cars on display in different places, which we had this. It's happened this year a couple times. Yeah, we're almost there. Lee Speedway, Wiscasset Speedway, Oxford, all of them are pretty much starting. What is it? They're either starting in April or May. I think because we had it's there. Sorry, I'm trying to find. Oops. Oops. I was trying to find an internet tab that I could use. I can use my phone. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Wiscasset Speedway. What's their first race of the season? Come on, load, please. Schedule 2025. Saturday, April 19th. So we're a couple weeks away. They'll be racing there. Oxford, I guess, has a big race that's going to happen on Memorial Day. Kyle Busch and Daniel Hemrick coming to Memorial Day Clash. So May 27th, that's going to be a big race. I'm hoping to go to that one. That'd be cool. I mean, obviously, I've seen Kyle Busch race in the Cup Series. Both. Did he finish the race last season? I can't remember. I can't remember if he finished last year. I know 2 years ago he spun out in practice and then he had to exit early in the race. Something happened to his car. I think it blew an engine or something, and he was done, which is terrible. Look at this video. This video didn't even have 10 likes. So, give that a like. Yeah, I sometimes, like, if I'm bored on a weekend, I'll put one of these on and just sit back and kind of watch. It's funny because sometimes you'll hear a last name or they'll be like, oh, this person, and you're like, oh my gosh, I wonder if they're related to this person I know or that person I know. Yeah, which, because I live right in the area of this track. It was funny, I was driving through a neighborhood yesterday and I saw a car on a trailer. And obviously it's not one of these because these are from the 80s. But it was definitely like a late model stock car. And I was like, no freaking way. They're still out here. I mean, a lot of the guys that are still live around here that race, they either go to Lee down in New Hampshire, Lee USA Speedway, or they go to Oxford. Some people, I guess, go to Wiscasset, but I don't think Wiscasset's super popular. Wiscasset reminds me a lot of what Beech Ridge used to be. It's not a huge track. It's not like it was the most popular track in the world, but it also, you know, it was. You could go on a race night and it'd be pretty packed. It was a small oval. It's just driving it. I don't think is it's not the same as like a lot of your standard oval. So Lee USA Speedway, when you go to that speedway, the banking on that speedway is very high. So it doesn't really matter where you sit. You can see most of the track. Where this track, if you were sitting down low, it gets really hard to see out back here because of how flat it is. It's so flat. The one thing they did do that was nice is the stands, if you can see them. The stands are built pretty much above track level all the way around. There's no banking in the well, it's not that there's no banking, it's that there's little banking in these corners. These corners are pretty flat. Obviously, you gotta have a little bit of banking, or you can see it there. You can see there's a little bit of banking. But I remember guys overshooting turn one, and so there's no wall going around either way. I've seen people spin out and go brr, and there's a trail back here. They go in here, and you can come back out. That was where the safety crews would ride around. Sometimes you'd have someone like spin out, brr, and they'd go down through here, especially if it was like Day of Destruction, or if it was not a stock car, something that was a little higher up off the ground. You could ride right through that little back alley. There's still what I believe is a pace car, or something they used as a pace car. One sec. So Beech Ridge is set up like this. The track was here, and then to the right you had a lot for all of your drivers, haulers, and campers and everything for the people who stayed the weekend. And to this side, you had the main office. So the main office sits probably right around here somewhere. You had all this area out back. It's all dirt. There's what I believe is a pace car, or it was either a pace car or it was they took an engine out of this car for something. It's sitting out there in the back. I'm sure someone who's familiar with Beech Ridge would know the history of that car. It looks like it probably didn't go up for sale. They auctioned off most of the stuff that was worth anything in this track. So a lot of the stuff that's still standing is just regular stuff. It looks like there's a little, I think that's corn. I think those are little corn stalks and pumpkins. Looks like there's like an October setting. When was this? Yeah, okay, October 25th. So that's exactly what that is. I can't remember if this is paved now. I think that's paved. Yeah, all of these on the backboard have been repainted. All of these sponsors have come and gone. I miss Beech Ridge. I really do. It's a shame that it's gone, but one thing that the loss of Beech Ridge should really show to everyone, anyone who has heard the plight of Beech Ridge, who's heard the stories, one thing to really drill into your head is this. We lost a great track, and it's sad. But at the end of the day, what that should teach you is if you have a hometown track nearby, make sure you go and support it. Go every weekend or every weekend you can and support it. And I'm not saying if it's a track where they charge like $300 for a ticket, obviously I'm not saying go support that track. What I'm saying is if you have a track nearby you, please go and support it. Please go support your local tracks. They need it. Alright, we're going to play some Roller Coaster Tycoon Classic. When I was a kid, my cousins had this on a computer, and I remember playing it every once in a while and being like, that game is so cool. But we never had it on our computer, I don't think. 1999 to 2016, so. I played around with it a little bit earlier. We're going to start a new part, and we're going to do the forest. There's a little water. I don't really want water. I want more of a forest. if you don't know, near where I'm at, there's a park called Funtown Splashtown USA. Funtown Splashtown USA. It's a cool little amusement park. We used to go there when I was a kid, by the way. I'm just making a park. Okay. Okay, open that. Make a little drink stall. We should definitely build a place for people to go potty. Open that. Okay. And what do we want to build for rides? Let's do the haunted house. I like just the aesthetic of the haunted house. So we'll do something like that. Oops. Okay. We'll build some paths here in a second. What else do we have for? Damn it, I keep closing it. I'm not used to playing with keyboard and mouse. I'm sorry. We'll get it eventually. The chocolate log, the crazy caterpillar, the mango muncher. These sound kind of derogatory. All right, look at that. So we'll have a roller coaster. We have a haunted house. Okay, let's do construction on it. Let's do probably a couple more simple rides for like me. A spiral slide. That looks like fun. Let's put that out behind the drinks. We'll have it loop back that way. Okay. And then let's do a carousel. Oh, whoops. How do I undo that? Demolish. Yeah, I don't want it that high. Let's rotate the camera again. Yeah, there we go. Now I want to build my merry-go-round. There we go. Alright, we built it that way so that if you are scaredy of going on your coaster, it's just like, oh, well, if you're afraid to go on the coaster, you walk up and people think you're going on the coaster, and then you end up going on the merry-go-round. You know, it's family friendly. Let's rotate the camera. Yeah, we just need to connect one-to-one. Footpath. All right, look at that. We have so much room for expansion. Right, now we should hire some people. Hire a handyman. Hire a mechanic. Hire a security guard. Well, let's hire an elephant for fun. Oh, okay, we hired a panda. Not what I wanted, but you know, that's what it is. Security guard. Mechanic. And handyman. I mean, I don't know what would actually go into the day-to-day work of a I don't know what would go into the day-to-day work of a mechanic that just works in a park like this, but it doesn't seem like it'd be a bad game. Alright, we are open for business. Let's see. My bathrooms are open. My soda stand is open. Guests can't get to the entrance of the haunted house. Oh, no, they cannot. Uh-oh, did I screw myself with the haunted house? Can I build a path? Ooh, I cannot. So I'm going to literally have to build a path out and around, it looks like. Can I go the other way? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, you know what? It's easy enough. Get rid of all these. Shut it down. And then spin. There we go. Fixed! Look at me, I'm a genius. A genius wouldn't have designed it that way to begin with. Oops. Okay. Oh, we got empty carts still. Are people actually riding the roller coaster? Ooh, we got real people on the roller coaster. The roller coaster's pulling people in. Come on, people, ride the haunted house. Guests can't enter the drink stall. Construct a path to the entrance. What do you mean they... What do you mean they can't enter the drink stall? Oh, the drink stall is floating in the air, isn't it? How in the world did that happen? Okay, let's try that again. How much money do I have? I have 3 grand. Okay, that should work. Turn that on. Plenty of kids having a good time. All our stuff seems to be doing good. Yeah. That's funny, I used to think of this game as magical. It's actually, it seems kind of simple. Look at it, but there's nothing wrong with that. Fruity ice stall. Burger bar. Ooh, I want the burger bar. We need the burger bar. Can't get to the entrance of the drink stall. Construct a path. What do you mean they can't get to the entrance? Oh, that light post. Oh my god, it's another one of those. It's floating in the air again. Why is it floating in the air every time? Demolish. Alright, let's try this. Let's try it somewhere where there aren't lights and stuff. Okay, there we go. The drink stand should be good now. Alright, let's open the burger bar too. We even get drinks and burgers. They can give us all their money. 2 people on the ride, 1 person in queue for the line, 0 people on the ride. People can get to that. Seems like most of these rides are doing okay. Well, we have 111 guests. do we have for rides? Oh my god, if Burger Bar is floating in the air, I'm gonna be so mad. Burger Bar's floating in the air! Where is it? No, it looks like it's fine. Burger Bar's floating in the air. How does that even happen? How does that happen? How has it happened so consistently? It's every time I place one of these things down. Open her up. Any simple rides I can put? Ooh. Funtown, this ride's called Excalibur. This is actually kind of nice. I like the idea of decorating like this. Ryan Blaney's leading Byron and Wallace are catching him, it looks like. Catching him is a strong way to say what that is. We got all this room out here. I wonder. I don't have a ton of money though. Got another chill ride that I can build. Haunted house. Oh, we got a Ferris wheel. How much is a Ferris wheel? 450 plus. Is there a way to rotate these? Oops. Uh-oh. There it is. There it is. I need to stop hitting whatever I'm hitting. W? W literally makes me small screen. Looking good. Looking good, though. I'm terrible at actually designing layouts for parks and stuff. I don't know what test run mode does. I want people to just pay me money though, so I'm greedy. I'm a greedy park owner. This is like Action Park, basically. This is my version of Action Park. Put up some lamps so they can see what they're doing. Alright, we're gonna make some money before I keep spending our money. I need to stop. I need to let people spend their hard-earned dough here. I don't know, it doesn't look like we get a lot of money from like the burger bar or the soda bars. I don't see money ever coming out of those. I don't like being close to the haunted house. It's creepy. I think there was another game we had on the PC at one point. Was that a Tonka game? I think it was a Tonka game that I'm thinking of. It had like this old computer game aesthetic. But you could do stuff like build roads and stuff. I think that was that weird Tonka game. You could destroy houses and then build new houses. Stuff like that. I don't know why, something about this haunted house just reminded me of that. She's looking good. Very nice, very nice. Look at all the people loading onto the roller coaster. Jeez. Yeah, what was I gonna say? I've always been a big fan of YouTube gaming. I always wanted to like do. I guess back when I was a lot younger, like high school, it was big into watching a lot of Let's Plays, watching people play video games. And I guess my opinion on a lot of that has changed quite a bit over the years. I don't watch as much gameplay content now. Horror focused. Some of my favorite YouTubers now are like Manly Badass Hero, Insium, D Live. I watch a little bit of VTuber content, a little bit of NASCAR content. But for the most part, it's like those guys. If I'm gonna, because a lot of time for that stuff, I'll put it on to watch, but I'll end up falling asleep because horror has a weird, like, a lot of people. I'm weird in that respect where nowadays I'll watch horror to go to sleep. I'll sit down and be like, I'm gonna put on an Insium video to go to bed, and it's not that he's boring. It's more that horror has a really good sleepy time feeling about it. You know, you figure it's dark, a lot of the stuff that's going on, it's kind of creepy. It's like, ooh, spooky. So I like that personally. Bubba Wallace. That's a nice looking 23 car. I think it's the opposite of the one I liked from North Wilkesboro. Yeah, it's a little different. Actually, I haven't seen it sideways, but that's close to the 23 color scheme I like. I think right now in NASCAR Cup Series, when it comes to paint schemes, like your top tier paint schemes, your best paint schemes are RFK, Trackhouse, and 2311. They have the best paint schemes in the business right now. I wish I could crank it up. I feel like your next level is probably paint schemes do. So for me, it's kind of frustrating having these giant teams that are like supposed to be some of the best, and then you look at their paint schemes and you're like, I just think that's ugly. I think that's ugly. I don't like it. I think I might have expanded too quickly. Oh, I thought we had a caution for a second there. When you run that inside line at Homestead, it seems like... Ooh, log flume. It seems like you lose a lot of speed coming into the corner. I'm wondering what the actual fastest line is, though, because running up against the wall like that, to me, just seems like a giant risk versus reward thing. Dale Earnhardt Jr. got really, really good at it, running that hot top line, but I have a hard time believing you make up that much time running that top line. Just because you slap that wall once and break something, you're done for the day. Oh, we're already at 13 to go, second stage. This has been a really good race for staying green. I think, what have we had? We had a caution for Christopher Bell spinning, and I'm going to guess that second one is probably end of stage. So we've only really had one caution. Stage points. Stage breaks. I know a lot of people, like I work with a guy who literally will not watch now because of stage breaks. And I always say the same thing. It's like, I don't see... It sucks that they just made this decision. Check with my handyman. What's my handyman have to say? Mow the grass. Can I make him do more stuff? That's weird that I can make him do more stuff. Maybe I'll have to close it. I'll have to close the park down and rearrange. Oh yeah, I just popped up. I was looking at that. I was trying to look up the Bubba Wallace North Wilkesboro paint scheme because I was curious. And I popped it up, and it has 5 other paint schemes here, and it's got Kevin Harvick in the 29 car. Why don't I remember that? I'm gonna guess he probably ran it. I guess it's not a points paint race, so I don't think it matters what number is on the side of his car. But it's just kind of funny that they let him change numbers partway through the season, and they're just like, it's fine. It really shouldn't matter. Points should go to drivers. That's how it works. Who are they following right now in that 4? I'm going to guess that was probably Cindric. Is Cindric in a yellow car today? Oh, you got the friends. You got the friends. You got Denny Hamlin and Kyle Larson right next to each other. Oh, they're going over the fact that we've only had B's so far this season. I was wondering if they'd mention it. Hopefully it's not Blaney that wins today. But if we do, it's looking like we're going to hold the B name winning streak so far. I don't hate Ryan Blaney. I just don't. I'm not the biggest Ryan Blaney fan. Now, there's certain drivers that you kind of come to dislike just from past comments, past actions. Some people, I just feel like some people get on the track and they just start acting like kids. And he's one of them. I just feel like he acts like a child. Can I move this? Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, gross. I see what's wrong. I see what's wrong. Handyman, clean that up. Yeah. Take care of the footpaths. That's gross. I didn't even realize, yeah, there's vomit everywhere. Let's do this. Let's build dirt footpath. Let's do that. Give people a little bit more space to walk. Can we widen these? I guess we can. I don't know why I thought widen that. Fire trip 1 is broke down. No! How do I get people to... Oop, my headset just died? What the hell? It looks like my mic is still working. Thank you, OBS, for not dying. Ah! Oh, there we go. Missed that. Denny Hamlin took the lead. Kyle Larson right behind him. I'm telling you, I feel like it's a Hamlin day. I really do. I said it earlier, and I kind of mean it. 2 more laps to go, 1 more lap. Right, Hamlin will win a stage, and then it's the all-out brawl. Then he gets probably 2 pit stops in the next stage, because we've had 1 pit stop each stage so far, it seems like. So, 2 pit stops last stage. Oh, Kyle Larson for the last-minute pass. Who's that blocking Hamlin up high? Who is that car? Oh my gosh, Larson just barely... No! Oh, who are they giving that to? Oh, they gave it to Hamlin! Wow! That was a great way to end that stage, actually, man. That was awesome. That was a great last-minute pass by Hamlin to win that stage. Diabolical Denny! I like Happy Hamlin better, but Diabolical Denny works. He hasn't been very happy the last couple of years, so seems like he's doing better this season. Good old Denny. I'm not a big Denny Hamlin fan. He might play this week go. Oh, but Jesus, sorry. I'm not a huge Denny Hamlin fan, but you know, he's kind of fun to watch. He's a good driver. His attitude sometimes bothers me a little bit. Don't show me the 45 diecast cars. You never see 45 diecasts out on the shelf. Never. Not that I look a lot, but I do enough looking. I found 43 Bubba Wallaces back when he was in Chevy, yeah. Back when he was driving for, back then it was still Richard Petty Motorsports, but Legacy Motor Club. I found those. I found Bubba Wallace 43s, but I don't care about Bubba Wallace 43s. I want a 23 or I want a 45 in diecast. But it's so hard to get the die casts. I have a feeling 2311 probably has contracts with someone else that they can't have their cars replicated or something like that. There's probably a reason somebody telling me or something. It bugs the crap out of me. Because you go shopping for die cast, and Toyota already is the hardest to find because how many Toyota cars are there? There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So one other team. There's only 9 cars on the field that are Toyotas. And every other, I feel like every other manufacturer has at least like 15 cars. You know, Chevy has just outpaced the field with the amount of small teams that use Chevy. Because it's probably the better manufacturer for small teams. And then Ford's pretty even with Chevy, I feel like. Maybe I'm wrong. Because RFK is a 3-car team now. Ooh, oh, Fortnite. Is that Fortnite? Who the hell is that? I don't watch Invincible, so I have no idea who that chick was. Yep, I feel like I did something wrong. Info kiosk. I'm not making money faster than I'm spending it. There's the mechanic. Why aren't you working on it? Alright, mechanic. How do I change? Oh, there it is. Put him back to full force work. Yeah, this game doesn't give off as much of the magical vibes as it used to. $60 a month. Can you imagine that? You make $60 in a month. What? Why is our mechanic just walking around? Bro, fix this. Oh my gosh, dude. You only have one job. Fix the pirate ship. Where are you going? Fix the pirate ship. He's walking away again. Oops. Come on. Oh, did we fix it? Gotcha. I've been waiting for it. No, never mind. I'm an idiot. I'm not paying attention good enough to this. I might try a rhythm game here in a little bit. Into the third quarter of the race. Oh, hello. Everyone welcome. You on the cat. Where are you on the cat? Yeah, you're cute. She's probably going to ride on my shoulder for a while. How do you feel about that? Huh? How do you feel about that, buddy? Old pal. Alright, come on. Make me some money. Maybe I should, you know what I should do? $2. How much does it cost to get into the park? What? Why is it free? Because this is my first park. Just trying to make sure all my prices are pretty good. That one should be $1.20. Hey, come on. Merry-go-round, that's for the kids, $1. Yeah, that seems fair. See, that seems fair. It seems like every single time my money goes up for a bit, it like goes right back down. Yeah, why do I keep losing money? Ride construction. Oh, the running cost for the rides. And then shop stock. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And then food, drink stock. And then staff wages. Research. $100? Wait, what? Who's researching? Who am I paying to research? Is this guy researching? He shouldn't be. That's not his job. I'm gonna guess researching is like what happened, like whenever it's like, okay, you have a new ride. No, I'm not taking out a loan. It's always dangerous in these games to take out a loan. Seems like we need a couple more custodians. Let Custodian 3 focus primarily on sweeping the path. Oh wow, Kyle Larson got hit again. I wonder if that was all from Joey and Josh getting into each other on pit lane. That's a nice Corvette. Pretty rare that you see a Corvette at a NASCAR event. But that's, I was talking about this earlier, like the other day. It's so weird right now where we are in NASCAR, where I don't know if this is the first time, but it's the first time I can think of since I've been watching that we have a car on the track, the Chevrolet Camaro, that is no longer in production. It's not even called the Camaro anymore. They just call it the Chevrolet. It's so insane to me. It's like NASCAR should not allow this. They should be like, hey, you don't have a stock car? I get that all the cars are pretty much the same, and the badge on the front doesn't mean that much. But, oh wow, everyone just got out of line immediately on takeoff. But yeah, NASCAR should really put a stop to that. If Chevy doesn't have a stock car or a car that could be considered as such on the road, then they shouldn't be allowed to race. And I know the reason they do it is because Chevy makes so much money in NASCAR, and Chevy probably is like, oh, we can't afford to make a car like that anymore. But Toyota doesn't even make a car. The Camry is not a two-door full body stock car. It's just not. It's not the same. Everyone complains, oh, Toyota ruined the sport. And it's not Toyota's fault. It's the fact that NASCAR allows it to happen. Larson jumping out pretty quickly, even with that damage on his driver's side door. Bowman's up there, Reddick's up there, Wallace, Byron, and you got a pretty good field right now. People, 92 laps to go. Let's hope they can keep it green the whole way. Everyone is still on the lead lap. Did they only have 37 entries? That's hard to believe that everyone so far has stayed in the race. We haven't had an engine blow or anything. I think we had like I think we had like 3 transmissions go 2 weeks ago, right? That is such a bad picture of Bubba. Why do they insist on doing the superhero garbage? It looks really bad. It looks bad. That doesn't look like Bubba Wallace. I mean, it does. Obviously, it's him. But to me, it looks like, you remember the iPad, the photo studio or whatever, they had those really bad filters that like girls in high school used to use to take pictures of themselves? It looks like that. It looks just like that, like doing the black and white comic book one. Looks identical. Bubba Wallace in the lead. That's good. I haven't seen Bubba Wallace lead a lap in a while. Don't flash that on the screen. 84 races since his last win. 2020. It's like, guys, you don't need to rub it in. He knows. That guy, of everybody, knows it. And believe me, most NASCAR fans know that, and most NASCAR haters know that. There's always that meme that they always know like where Bubba is in the point standings. Somehow, even though they hate God damn it. Sorry. My ship is broken again. Alright, responding to Pirate Ship 1. Good. Yeah, Chase Elliott has struggled all day. He's back in 27th. I mean, he did win a championship, so whether or not you think he's the greatest driver ever, that does matter for something. The fact that he has, he has won a championship. He's not a complete slouch, but these last couple of years have just not been his time. Thank you, Jamie, for showing us what a tear-off looks like. Yeah, going back to like that Dale Earnhardt Sr. video from earlier, him winning his first championship. It's crazy watching modern NASCAR and going back and watching old and seeing how much garbage was on the track back then. Like how much stuff was just allowed to fly around in the air. Like nowadays, the track looks pretty clean. Every once in a while, there'll be a water bottle or something out in the track. But nowadays, it's so clean compared to the old days. Ryan Blaney's still in fourth. I kind of figured that one of these pit cycles he'd be kind of moved back, but he's kind of stayed up there. I forgot to drop in my mechanic. I've been sitting here going, why is he waiting? Cool, you can see what they're doing task to task. Ooh, Carson Kosovar coming down pit lane. I don't think he was in contention anyway today. It seems kind of... Homestead. How big's Homestead? It might be... You might have enough time. Oh no, he's blowing up. It doesn't matter. Well, I made the statement earlier that I'm surprised no one's had engine troubles yet. Carson Hocevar is the first one to have real problems. Official coming in. It's like he's going to say, like, stop, you violated the law. Oh, jeez, Ryan Blaney slid up so close to Denny. Denny. The 11 and the 12. Ford and Toyota. Yeah, it's too early to really get too into these guys racing. I mean, it's not like... Let's speed this up a little bit. It's not like... It's not like... It's not like there's 2 to go. There's 81 laps left. That could be 2 hours from now. I'm hoping they stay green, though. I'm hoping green flag all the way till the end. Man, I'm sick just watching all these people. Jeez, look at them all. Wee. The observation tower. Can I build any of these things? I don't want to take out a loan. I really don't want to take out a loan. Oops, I clicked off the game. I gotta spin the world. Oh my gosh, the trees. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I thought it said $100. I'm like, whoa, $100 per person. Jesus. Can I move this sign? I'm thinking about doing kind of another path. So I feel like it'll help get people away from the coaster a little easier and not have everyone using the same path in and out. How do we put out trash cans? I need trash cans! Give me the trash cans! No, not the chocolate log! Think about how much money we're gonna lose! Get on the chocolate! Get on the chocolate log! Oh, Tyler Reddick's angry. Sounds like something's wrong with Tyler's car. Yeah, Tyler's car doesn't look bad, but his fire suit is miserable. I was talking earlier to myself about the fact that it seems like 2311 has some of the better looking cars in Cup, but their fire suits are always atrocious. Like, I feel so... I'm pretty sure Kevin Harvick clowned on it last year, but there was that race where... oh, what was it? Bubba was Grimace, which I thought was a bad take, personally, and Reddick was the Hamburglar, and I'm pretty sure Kevin Harvick on Twitter was like, this is why I'm glad I was sponsored by a beer company. And their fire suits look terrible. They just look bad, man. Trackhouse is pretty good at matching. They're doing pretty good at having good fire suits with good cars, I think, personally. That's all personal opinion. You know, some people probably hate the paint schemes on 2311's cars and love the Hendrick paint schemes. It's all personal opinion. But I just cannot stand the... I can't stand Hendrick's paint schemes. They're all just so generic. I think the best scheme in Hendrick's arsenal is probably William Byron's 24, the flamey white, the white flame 24. Not like, not the one that's trying to copy Jeff Gordon's old 24. The one that's kind of a unique take. I think it's Exalta or whatever. This is one of his other sponsors. I'm surprised Bubba's been able to hang on as long as he has to the lead. Looks like Larson is charging. Let's speed this up again. Alright, let's make some more money. $1, umbrella priced 50. That seems fair. Yeah, I'm one of those park owners. Sue me. That one I feel like still be $1. Ferris wheel, $1.20. Observation tower. That's $2. You want to go up there and see the park? I mean, come on. Everyone's paying 30 cents to take a link. Now we're making money. There we go. This is like every corporation during the pandemic. It's like, all right, we're just gonna. Oh no, haunted house, no! Every corporation's like, yeah, we're gonna slowly increase our prices because we can. The Dodgem, the Dogem, Dodge Gem, Dodgem. How do you say that? I get that I'm stupid, but seriously. Restaurant. Oh yeah, let's get a fruity ice stand. What's a Dodge Gem? Dogem? $5,000. 5,000 cigarettes. What's a Dodgem? Oh, bumper cars. Why wouldn't you just call them bumper cars? I feel like that would be popular. Where are we gonna put them though? Let's bumper cars, bumper cars. Oh yeah. Entrance, exit, boom. Just need a dirt path. Kaboom. Kaboom. Look at that! Bumper cars all the way around the world. Please open this. Oh, Billy, it's already open. Stupid. Jeez. Oh, Bubba Wallace and Larson are battling. It's kind of a rare one. Bubba must have a pretty good card of that. Goodyear is lucky that they won the tire war because honestly, I don't think it's the superior tire. I really don't. I wish that they'd open it up again and have like other brands of tires. But obviously, the problem with the original Slap Shoes did a fantastic video on the tire war, on the whole process, the whole. What was it? Goodyear versus shoot. What's the other brand? They're still popular in dirt racing and all that now. I just can't think of their name. They're a good brand. I just can't think of their name. My brain keeps thinking Michelin. I know it's not Michelin. Hoosier and Goodyear had a big fight back in like the, what was it, 70s or the 80s? And unfortunately it ended up with a driver getting hurt. It was less the tire manufacturer's fault as it was the tracks and the speeds they were running at were getting really dangerous. And so when they had issues with one or the other, they blamed it completely on the tire and not on anything else. There's so many factors that go into building a tire for these tracks. You know, it's not just a cookie cutter. All tracks use the same tire. You know, you do end up needing to do a lot of R&R, research, R&D, research and development to get a good tire that goes back and forth. Oh, jeez. I do not like those cars. Whether it's funny cars or whatever. Oh my gosh! It's weird how some brands. Oh no! Oh no! Ryan Blaney blew up! Oh, you love to see it. You hate to see it, but you love to see it. Ryan Blaney blew the hell. Oh my god! Oh no! Oh no! I'm automatically right there. I hate to be that guy. I officially don't care who wins the race. Ryan Blaney blew the hell up. Wow! Look at that smoke screen. If you were watching in the stands and you didn't see what car went by, you have no idea who blew up. Wow. That spotter did a good job to back Byron down without having him run someone over. Oh my god! Oh my god, what happened to that car? Well, it's weird because the fire's under... It's not like... What happened to that car? That's a lot of smoke. That is a lot of smoke. Man, they're lucky no one got hurt coming down that front straight. Wow. That car blew the hell up. Yeah, I know. You shouldn't be happy about someone blowing up. You know, you wouldn't be happy if it happened to you. But sometimes, you know, the people that they get dished on are people that kind of deserve it. Oh, there he is. There's the dent wizard himself. Got a dent in his head. Sorry. Oh, well, that sucks. Ryan Blaney's day literally went up in smoke. The pirate ship is broken down! I feel like I just should have a technician at the pirate ship at all times. The amount of times it breaks down. The suspended swinging coaster. Crying Ryan Blaney. Let's see if they get a word with him. I'll listen if they get a word with him. Looks like they're not doing an interview. Maybe they'll do an interview. Why are you out here mowing the lawn? Stop mowing the lawn out there. Stop mowing. No more mowing. Stop mowing. Oh, whoops. I meant to tell him to stop mowing. No more mowing. We don't need the whole park mowed. Wow, he is so done. I remember when the season used to end in Homestead. Those were good times. Wow, that's a big contender right there. He's been pretty powerful all day. To have him out, 57 to go. So we got basically, by the time we go back green, I'm going to guess they're probably going to have it down to like 50 laps, or 55 laps. So basically, you got a 55 lap sprint. Everyone's going to come for tires right now and gas. I don't know how far they can make it on a single tank. I'm going to guess about 60 laps, based on how some people cut that first stage. So I'm guessing you probably are going to see some teams bank it all right now on no more cautions. Because all of our cautions so far have been because of technical issues. We had Christopher Bell, we had our 2 stage splits, and we've had Ryan Blaney blowing up. That's really the only cautions we've had. Well, it's weird. Like, these areas need to be mowed, and he's out there mowing, like, out here. We don't need to mow out here, we need to mow in here. So now we're making money. Oh, it slowed down because I went into build mode. Not right there. I want to build jungle racers. I think jungle racers will be a big attraction. Look at those girls cheering for. Oh, there's a dude there too. Oh, here we go. We're going to talk to Ryan.
Smooth tear has wavy perforations that tear
Oh,
so
no,
much
I thought they were going to talk to Ryan.
better with more cushiony.
There's just Charmin ad. Hopefully Hopefully, when we come back for commercials, they'll chat with him. Kind of curious just to hear what he has to say. Yeah, the car done blew up. I guess we're done for today. It's too bad. Had a good car, good team. Team wants to win, but we can't win here today. Ain't got no car. Gone are the days of the good old-fashioned Dale Earnhardt interviews. I miss those. I miss his interviews. Guy would just be like, "Yep, well, we didn't win. It was too bad. Could have won the race, but can't win the race. You don't got no car." Thank you, Dale. All right, let's see. We're gonna talk to Ryan. I think he's the only guy out at this point. It's Ryan Blaney. Oh, here we go. Jamie Little. We love her.
Feel and see inside the car there.
Nothing. I didn't have any warning.
Nope.
I just laid over when I got back to wide open down the front, and
wow.
And that was all she wrote. So
He went back to step on it, and the engine literally blew the frig up.
Ford Mustang. Led a lot of laps.
Typical Ford Mustang,
lost a
yeah.
little bit of track position there with some stuff on pit road. But got back to third.
Damn.
It was a great race between me and Bubba Larson. I'm sure Denny was going to get back into it, and it's going to be a heck of a battle. The last 60 laps or so.
I wonder what he said in the car.
Just didn't really work out for us. So
they should play me the radio. I'm curious what he would say on the radio.
The 12 guys for giving me just a hot rod. I mean, incredibly. Just one of those things
my
where
gosh.
It's not really going our way right now.
Yeah, I have a feeling. Yeah, I'm going to guess. It just did it again. Did it just do it again? I'm going to guess it just did it again. It's like OBS disconnected, OBS reconnected. I'm going to guess it probably paused the stream again because I had Ryan. Oh, no, it looks like it's. Oh, no, I didn't get a message, so maybe it didn't do it. But yeah. His car literally just blew the hell up. If that would suck if it's gonna be like that, because what I'll do is I'll just have an earpiece and I'll just listen to them. It sucks. It shouldn't be like that, especially if you're being if you're doing it correctly. It's all within creative liberty, but whatever. I don't care. It'd be different if I was showing a screen record of it, I would understand. But if I'm just listening to it, it's kind of silly. All right, 54 to go. Jeff Gordon sitting on the Ally pit box. He must have pretty high hopes for Alex Bowman if he's sitting up there. What else do I want to build? I feel like this park is... Oh, we're getting there, actually. What is that first car in line? What the hell is that? Who is that first car in line? Is that oh, what's his name? The Monster Kid. I can't think of his name now. Riley Herbst. I'm gonna guess that was Riley Herbst in first. But that tells me he's probably a lap down. If he didn't pit. Speeding. Oh no! William Byron got a speeding penalty. They were bad last week with speeding penalties. I feel like every 2 seconds you turn around and it's like, oh, speeding penalty. Oh, speeding penalty. I missed that. Denny Suarez. No! The tidiest park in the country. Look at us. We're great. But yeah, it seems like by the time they line up, we'll probably be about 52, 51 to go. So, this will be interesting. It'll be an interesting dash to the finish. See if Bubba can hold off Larson on fresh tires. I'm going to guess Larson probably did something drastic to catch him. Larson's the one where I feel like he will do something drastic. Where I feel like most teams up in second would just hold true. Honestly, I think this will probably be a Kyle Larson win, but I don't know yet. Denny Hamlin's there too. I think Denny Hamlin could possibly sneak through and be the winner as well. Bubba might be. I'd be fine if Bubba won. Bubba's going to line up down. Larson's going to line up high. We got ourselves a race, boys. But Hamlin's going to be right on the bumper of his own car. 23. Reddick's there in the third row. Wow. So, I mean, 2311 is all three up there. I mean, obviously, the 11 isn't technically 2311, but you know what I mean. I haven't seen Chastain at all today. Not doing too well, I'm guessing. So, it seems like some tracks Ross just struggles. Other tracks he's incredible. And you know, those tracks that he has figured out, he's got figured out to a T. Oh, we're so close. We're so close to building my kart riding thing. I'm not just gonna, when I get the money, just blow my load on it. I'm gonna save a little bit and then do it. All right, here we go. Looks like we're getting ready to go live this round, I'm guessing. Pace car ready to rumble. All right. Oh, we got both Bass. That's funny. We got both Bass Pro Shop Club cars, one behind the other. That's funny as hell. Briscoe and Dylan are both on the top line. All right, here we go. Back racing. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Oh, I think Larson jumped. The leader. I'll be surprised if they don't call him on that. Well, because they always like to seem to call people that jump. Larson definitely jumped that restart, I think. He was so far out in front of him by the time they got to that first corner. I wonder if that damage is doing something to Larson. But like I said, I think Larson probably made a big change during that round of pit cycles in order to try to catch Bubba. I think he's already down 3 positions from when it started. You know, he went to first and then he dropped 3 positions. Larson isn't normally one that needs to wind up. He's usually one that right off the gun can take off. I think being so close to Bowman up high screwed with him. Oh, Denny! Denny forced his way in there. Oh my gosh. This is not good. That Chase Briscoe that's coming? Yeah. I thought it was Austin Dillon for a second there. I'm like, wow. Cannot believe Austin Dillon is charging up through this field. Alright, coming into the next turn. 49 to go. Why are people at an amusement park in the Thunder and Lightning? Well, I guess I stand corrected. Larson did have to wind up a little bit. But now he's got his teammate to pass. Now you got Briscoe and... Oh my gosh! Hamlin's blocking his own teammate now. Wow. That's kind of bold. That's bold. I think the 19 is probably the best looking car out of that Joe Gibbs Racing stable right now. Which is sad because it's not really that fancy. It's just the fact that it's got some contrasting colors and it looks nice. Man, you guys probably should go home. This seems dangerous. some money. I want to go my car ride. Wow, Chase Briscoe is really coming into it right now. It's early in the run though. I worry about when cars get really good early in the run, because usually what that means is later in the run they're going to drop, the bottom's going to drop out of it. See, that's the thing about someone like Larson, is I feel that even though he's very aggressive, he's very good at saving his equipment. Where some of these other young kids, it's kind of like iRacing. iRacing is a great way to kind of understand how to not use your equipment up in the first couple of laps. You kind of, after racing for a while, you get really good at looking at what your equipment's doing early in the race and understanding why it's doing it, and then kind of working with your equipment to stay a little bit more consistent later in the run. Jungle Racers. Yeah, I wish we could get a little bit of a different rotation. Right. Open the car racers. That's a $2 ride at least. Jungle Racers. Oh, did Tyler just slap the wall? I looked back over, it almost looked like Tyler touched the wall. Flying Ryan Preece! Currently in 10th. Not bad. I mean, he hasn't won a race yet this season, but Ryan Preece has been doing so much better with RCR. Or not RCR. RFK. It's like the best finish he's had in his career. It's insane. Ryan Preece is 34 years old. I guess that makes sense. He was racing when I was in high school, so that makes sense. I have it saved somewhere, the archive of him racing at Beach Ridge. He raced modifieds there at one point. It was around that time. He was probably like fresh out of high school. He's 34, so he's not that much older than me. Yeah, 40 laps to go. So I'm gonna guess. Man, it's hard to tell. I don't know how many laps they went. It looks like that first set before the caution. No, because there was a pit stop in that first blank, and there was a pit stop in that second green. So I don't know how long they can go on a set of tires and a tank. Yeah, Larson is rough today, man. He is beating the shit out of his car. He basically wall rode around that whole corner. Oh my gosh. I take back what I said. I said that earlier today, where it almost seems like their car, it almost seems like the new car, they did something after the wall ride, because you break totalings like crazy on this car. But maybe I'm wrong, because Kyle has been hitting the wall all day and he's still fine. Ryan Blaney and Carson Hocevar are the only two out. Where's our old buddy Kyle Busch? So Chase Elliott's back in 15th. He's actually making his way up. Daniel Suarez is back in 19th, which is pretty good for someone who spun out on pit lane. Can we go to our next set of drivers, please? Ty Dillon's in 19th. He just passed Suarez, if you're curious. Gosh dang it! Move on to the next slide, please. Show me the next slide of drivers. That's what I miss. The old rolling tally at the top. Back in the old days. No! The haunted house! No! Chase Briscoe is currently in 3rd. I like how they... he started 4th. It's like, okay, so he started better than he is. He's still in 4th! Kyle Larson has been wall riding. He's still in 4th. Denny, pass him. Come on, Denny! Dunlop Denny. Man, these pictures are bad. I hate the superhero pictures. Stop it. Or look at it, Chris Buescher's. It's the least flattering picture I've ever seen of the man. Tyler Reddick just looks like he's scared. I hate the superhero pictures. I don't even want to say what Austin Dillon looks like. Jeez. I hate that haircut. AJ Allmendinger. That looks like a driver picture from the 80s. Them like in their pit box, talking to their crew chief. Their crew chief smoking a cigar. Alright, we're down to 34 to go. It's a mad dash to the finish right here. Anything could happen. Not really, it's Homestead, so it's not really an anything could happen. But we've had some pretty fast cars. It's crazy seeing Zane Smith in the 38, Todd Gilliland in the 34. Yeah, you get these new drivers in cars that you've never seen them in before. It's like, wow. It's so weird to me. Alex Bowman challenging for the lead. Man, his boyfriend's gonna be so happy tonight. Sorry, that was mean. I loved all the memes back when Alex Bowman won. Oh shoot! Last year when he won, he won that Chicago street race on a fluke. He really did. But he friggin' won that race, and all the memes that came out of that were so good. It was awesome. I loved it. No overtime finishes. Last 3 races at Miami. So I have a hard time believing that we're gonna stay green this whole way. But you can hope, you can dream. Man, Bowman's taken off already. That is an ugly paint scheme. I don't know what it is about Ally, but Ally cannot find like a perfect match of colors. I don't think it helps either that these new cars are wraps, that none of them are like, what's the word? None of them are actual paint jobs, so there's not like any shine or sheen to them. They're just kind of all glossy. All of them come out glossy. There's not like a matte finish or eggshell. None of that. It's all glossy paint schemes. I don't really care for the vinyl wraps. I don't like the look of them, really, if I'm being honest. I think my favorite Cup car is probably the Gen 5 or the Gen 6. But I think it's, what, the Gen 4? The Gen 4 is generally the Gen 4 NASCAR. Yeah, the Gen 4 is probably one of the best. So Gen 4 was from 92 to 2007. That's probably my second favorite car. But the Gen 6, I always liked the Gen 6. Gen 6? Or am I thinking of the 5? No, the Gen 6, 2013 to 2012. I was more of a fan of the Gen 5, I guess. I like both of them. The Gen 4 has a weird nostalgia for me. Tomorrow. That one. The long nose. The stupid wing. I loved that car. Even though the wing killed... It didn't kill anybody. But it could have killed people. And I always felt like it was just a dangerous car. But I liked it. I liked that car. I like the look of it. And I honestly like the look of the modern car. When you actually get down next to it, it's probably the most resemblant to an actual street car we've had in years. But I wouldn't say it's a great car. I don't think it's going to go down in the history books. I just don't. I like it, personally. I don't hate it. What I think they've done really well with this modern car is you can touch, you can bump and bang. The car can take quite a bit of damage. I don't really care for the rules when it comes to the repairing your car rules they have. I think they overstep a little bit because who cares? Who freaking cares? You know, those are some of the best races back in the day when like Bill Elliott or Dale Earnhardt would have a beat up car, be down like 10 laps, and then they'd come back out and they'd make up like 20 laps under green. And you'd be like, oh my god, that's impressive. And you don't have any of that anymore because you get what, 5 minutes? Kyle Busch last weekend, they kind of stapled and hot glued the car back together just so they could get back in and race. But because you have to go back out and you have to make minimum speed before you come back in and reset the clock, I don't know, it feels really, really silly. Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, William Byron, Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, and Tyler Reddick. Those are all your previous winners of Homestead. So, wow. They must have taken a break then. That didn't go back. 26. That didn't go back. That didn't go back. That went back more than 6 years. Because the first one was Jimmy Johnson in 2016. So did we not race at Homestead for a couple of years? Truex, Kyle Busch, Hamlin, Byron in 2020. Maybe it was 21 for Byron. So they skipped a year there. I'm not going back. I want to stay live on this race. 24 to go. 23 to go. We're almost there. We're almost at the end. I can taste it. I can taste it. Let's stay green, boys. Let's stay clean. Green, clean, and mean. I'll have to get my laptop out next time I do one of these and watch it on my laptop with audio in my ear. Just so the recording doesn't pick it up. So I think that's screwing with the stream. I think every time it hears it, it goes, "Oh, that's a copyright issue." Like it's audio. It's not even I'm not streaming the race. Okay, it's a kind of a variant on the North Wilkesboro color because they have almost what looks like chainmail on this car, on Bubba Wallace. Alex Bowman is taking off. But it looks like Wallace is just a second off him. But there's more than a second between them. That was their last lap time. Okay. So, honestly, they're not far off each other. I think Briscoe's 2 seconds off the leader when it comes to lap time. So, I'm wondering if they're going to need one more pit. Next 3 races. I missed it. I know Martinsville's next. Yeah, it almost looks like a fish. His current paint scheme almost makes him look like a fish. I like that paint scheme. Kind of. It's not as sharp as some of the previous Columbia paint schemes, but I think Columbia generally has 2311's Columbia paint schemes generally turn out pretty good. Some of the paint schemes, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that they change every week, but I feel like your complementary colors is something that 2311 just gets. Like, look at that Ally car. Look at the nose of that car versus like the nose of both 2311 and Joe Gibbs Racing's number 19 and the 23 right behind Bowman. Like, that car to me just looks like a splat of paint. And I can only imagine what it looks like in person. But the other two cars behind, there's these accent colors. You can kind of make out the whole face. God damn it. But Bowman's car just looks like a splat of color flying past you. I can be wrong. Like I said, it's objective. Paint schemes are objective, but I don't know. I think it's ugly. It's ugly. I don't like it. I don't like it. I think it's gross looking. Last lap time. I missed it. Doesn't matter. The last lap time doesn't really matter. I know it does. I love the guys who focus more on the numbers on the track than they focus on the actual racing. It's like, oh, he's only 7 seconds off. It's like, yeah, he's only 7 seconds off, but he's in 23rd place. There's not a lot you can do in 23rd place. You might be able to catch the next person in line. Logano and Cindric made contact. That's funny. Teammates almost took each other out. Christopher Bell spins. I saw that one, but I saw it on the replay. I didn't see it when it actually happened. Larson, Berry, Logano, pit road, collision. Yeah, that was a good one. Logano literally spun Berry out. That's awesome. Oh, and then Blaney blew the hell up. I cannot believe no one got hurt on the front stretch. That car blew up so hard. Alright, I got a couple more unlocked stuff. Let's see if there's anything good. Spiral slide. Screw myself. I took another space from the roller coaster. It's fine. All right, open her up. Let's get this thing spinning. This is a $1.50 ride. So ain't no $1 ride, not around here. The Tilt-A-Whirl. All right, let's get some trash cans for over here. Looks kind of barren going over here. Get some trash cans, some lights. Well, that's the hope, is as I go, I get better at actually streaming and everything. This is more just a test to see that I can do what I think I can do. Maybe do it again next weekend. The next NASCAR race. So far, this one's actually... So, I can see a lot of people who aren't like heavy NASCAR fans. Son of a gun! Everything keeps breaking down. I can see people that like aren't the biggest NASCAR fans being like, "Oh, this is a boring race." But so far, this one's been pretty good. This one's been pretty well paced. There hasn't been a lot of issue or controversy this race, other than Joey Logano and Josh Berry getting together. That was probably your biggest thing you've seen all day. Maybe Daniel Suarez spinning out on pit lane. But for the most part, I mean, it's been a pretty tame race. But it's been good. You know, it's not like... Sometimes you'll get a race and you just, the whole time you're watching it, you're going, oh, this race sucks. You know? 12 cautions. Constant leader changes. Or one leader that just gets out there and leads the whole damn race. Honestly, I would be impressed Bowman pulls this off, because this is probably one of the most dominant wins he's had in his whole career, honestly. Well, I mean, he got out there, with what, 40 to go, and he's been able to hold on to it. And the closest car is almost a second and a half back, a little bit less, about a second back. But I think if Wallace, saves his equipment, I think he could catch him. He is catching him slowly. The question, no, that slide right there did not help him. That's the problem, though, with slides like what he just did. So he's fighting off the hard charging Larson. Yeah, Larson's fast. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We have a race. 10 laps to go, and Larson is charging hard, man. It usually doesn't take Larson this deep into a run, though. I mean, we're what? We're like 30 laps into a run and Larson's finally starting to come into it. It would be insane if he won this race. The amount of times he's tapped the wall. 10 to go. Let's keep it green, boys. Keep it green. Who's that? Oh, it's Cole Custer. If anybody thinks Cole Custer's winning this season, I'm gonna get ready to eat my words, because he's gonna win next weekend. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't see Cole Custer winning this season. Not in that equipment. Look at how bad that equipment was last year. You had Josh Berry, who is kind of like, he's not a bad driver, but he's newer to the cup, to the big boy league, and he won last week in a car that on paper should have been worse than the cars that he was driving back at Stewart-Haas. On paper. And it's not even that the car is underfunded. It's more that the Woods brothers don't put as much into the actual team itself. And he won a race last weekend. Think about that. And Cole Custer is still in that equipment. I mean, it's different now, obviously. Different race team. But I'm sure a lot of it hasn't changed. I could be wrong on that. Cole Custer's probably going to win next weekend. I shouldn't have even said that. But to me, it's just fine. It's so weird looking at it that you had 4 drivers last year driving for Stewart-Haas, and then all of a sudden the company just goes, "Oh, we're shutting down." It's like, what do you mean you're shutting down? Hey, Tony Stewart is such an odd bird, man. He is. He's such an odd dude. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe what I'm watching. Kyle Larson is he hasn't won a race this season, so today's a good day to do it if he's got the car for it. Oh, he's got the car for it. He's like 20 seconds faster on lap time than his teammate. Oh my gosh, here we go. How hard is Bowman going to block Larson? Oh, please take each other out. No way! No way! Oh, I think Bowman just hit the wall. Oh no! I think Bowman just hit the wall. No way! Congratulations, Kyle Larson. So, when did I start working at Target? And this was back when I was still kind of thinking about. So I was in college at the time, and I was just starting to kind of dip my toe back into NASCAR. The Gen 6 car and Jimmy Johnson, I kind of lost interest during that time. So I didn't watch a lot of NASCAR at the time. And so I got back into NASCAR then. And I was kind of looking for a car to root for. I didn't recognize many of the drivers. Even like the teams that I used to root for. Roush Fenway, because Roush Fenway Racing at the time was terrible. It was one of the worst teams on the circuit. So I was looking for kind of someone to root for. And so I was working at Target. I liked Target at the time. I was a Target guy. So I tried to find a new driver, and I figured, yeah, there's a guy driving that 42 Target car. And I picked him. And who was he? Kyle friggin' Larson. I had a 42 sticker on the back of my little hatchback. I was a modest fan. And I remember one weekend, his car frickin' blew up like a ball of fire against the wall. We were in the break room, and one of the guys was like, "Haha, Target car's on fire," haha, because obviously we were working at Target. Everyone there hates it. But yeah, and I kind of stuck with Kyle Larson. Honestly, I understand that he got fired for what he did on iRacing. That was kind of wrong. that was wrong. What he did. I don't know. I think we're way too quick to cast judgment on the wrong people, and we're way too slow to let other people come to their own realization. We're way too fast to try to cast the baby out with the bathwater. I'm so glad Kyle Larson got a second chance at Hendrick Motorsports. Even though, so I'll be the first to say it, the next race Kyle Larson wins, I'm going to be like, God damn it. I don't want to see him win every weekend. I like him as a person. I like him as a driver. But I don't like seeing him win every weekend. But, oh my God, I cannot believe that he caught and passed Alex Bowman at the last friggin' second. Okay, not last second, 10 laps to go. But oh my gosh, this is incredible. That was, and think about how much trouble he's had today. He slapped the wall a half dozen times. He got hit by that whole Josh Berry and Joey Logano issue on pit lane, and he still comes back and manages to put that car in the right position to win this race. It's awesome, man. It's freaking awesome. You love to see it. You really do. You really do. You love to see it. Oh my gosh. I think I'm going to find a different game next time. This game honestly lost me about an hour ago. The only reason I kept playing is because it's kind of okay to have in the background. Pause. There you go. I want to save this park. There we go. Oh, I'm excited. First win of the season for Kyle Larson. That's awesome. That's freaking awesome. So what we're going to do, we're going to turn this off. No, this one off. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. Get rid of that. I'm sorry, I'm messing around with OBS. Bring OBS over here. Bring this over here. And then we'll put this back on. Nope. 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 Where did my beach ridge go? There he goes, burning out. I'll probably do a burnout across the whole back straight. Up and down one, back down the other. Alright, there we go. Oh, this. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Play beach ridge. Wow. It was cool because, I mean, it sucks for Bowman. It really does, because I think Bowman had a good car. Obviously, he was the one NASCAR wanted to win based on pre-race stuff. They did an interview with him. They talked with him, all that stuff. It's just so funny to me to see Kyle Larson come back after all the crap he went through today and win that. It sucks for Wallace, too, because Wallace had a good car as well. And, yeah. Oh, there's Bowman getting out of the car. Oh, I got to drink my water. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I can only imagine how dry I'd be after that. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Bubba immediately went up to Bowman. What is that about? He didn't do nothing. He didn't rough you up. He raced you clean. Oh, and hopefully he's going over and saying, hey, good race, man. I hope he's not complaining. Because it does not look good on Bubba when he goes out and, like, targets other people. We're going to turn you down a little bit. This is muted still, right? Yeah. Just making sure the actual cup race is muted, because I think that was where our issues were coming from. I'll know for next time. Wow, look at the amount of rubber that is on the track there. Good work, Kyle. Good work. I think this is the first post-race I've actually watched. No, I watched Josh Berry last week when he won. I was so excited when Josh Berry won last week. It's like, wow, what a good job, man. It was so awesome when he won that race. And those last, whatever it was, 20 laps, I was just hanging on the edge of my seat going, oh my gosh, here we go. Let's see if I can pull this up on my phone so that I can listen to it. It's incredible. How do you look at that? Who? I mean, that is where Kyle Larson really is insane to me, because think about how much he had to overcome just today in this race to come back and win. I mean, the damage on pit road. Never caution. No cautions. Caution's bad. We don't like cautions. They must really want Alex Bowman to become a better driver, especially if they got Jeff up in his box. I wonder if there's a reason they have Bowman kind of like pegged as the person they want to do well. Because it almost seems like, I mean, NASCAR did a pre-race interview with him, and it was a weird interview. He was riding around on the chariot or whatever, and then they have Jeff Gordon in his box. Good work, Kyle. Proud of you. He's come through a lot. I'm glad he got that ride at Hendrick. I wish he could get a real sponsor. See, that was what I was worried about. That's exactly what I was worried about. That's the problem with these kids sometimes with this equipment, is you can give them the best car, but if they don't know how to drive it, it doesn't matter. And a lot of guys will do that, where it's like, oh, this car feels great. So in the early run, they'll beat the crap out of their tires. And then by the time that you actually need them later in the run, you got nothing left because you used it all up just maintaining the lead. So let's see. We got Kyle Larson at first, Alex Bowman in second. The next Hendrick car is in 12th, Byron, and then Elliott finished 18th. They're all in the top 20. There's nothing for Mr. Hendrick to be upset about. All right. They're not going to talk to the third place guy of Bubba Wallace, really? So, all right. We're going to wrap up here. I thought that was a good race. Homestead, Miami. Not bad. Not bad. I think this car right now on this type of track is really where the racing is the best. So I think that just kind of leads to the best race product. Having so many lead changes was good. No one car was overly dominant. Ryan Blaney was really good at the beginning. It's a shame his car blew up. I'm not a big fan of the guy, but the fact that his car blew up sucks. I don't want that for anybody. Because I would hate it if it happened to one of my drivers. But I think he would have been a potential. I'm surprised Denny wasn't more of a threat there at the end. I kind of figured he would be charging too. Yep, I agree with him. And that's the biggest, that's obviously the biggest thing is the pit crew right now. That makes or breaks a team. I know it always has, but right now more than ever. Not hit the fence. Yeah, that does help. That sucks. I think one of my biggest things with Bubba had been, I feel like he was way too quick to blame himself. It's like sometimes sometimes it is someone else's fault. It's not always your fault. Hey, he said it was a good day. He seemed like he was pretty appreciative of his team. That's all you could ask from a driver at the end of the day. I think he did a good job. I think it was a good race. And yeah, going forward, I mean, keep it up. Keep it up, NASCAR. I think this track is probably your best track in general. So, this is your best track for this type of racing. So, yeah, I mean, not bad. That was a pretty good race. Next week's Martinsville. Martinsville? Yeah, I think it's Martinsville. Next week's Martinsville. It's a little bit more. It's a short track, so it's a little bit rough racing right now. I'm hoping that they do the tire option next weekend. I think that will help. But we'll have to wait and see. I mean, you never know coming into these short track weekends. Sometimes they suck. Short track racing right now is where NASCAR's struggling, and we'll have to see going forward. Yeah, so I'm gonna stop this now. That was fun and interesting, educational. Try some new stuff. Try this again next weekend. Bye.